One of these photos was examined by police, another by NASA, and one even attracted mysterious government visitors. Some photographs don't just capture moments, they create mysteries that refuse to die. These images were taken by ordinary people. No special equipment, no special effects. Scientists have studied them, governments have investigated them, skeptics have tried to debunk them, and yet, decades later, no one can fully explain what they actually show. These are 8 photographs with stories that still can't be explained. The Hook Island Creature. In December 1964, a French photographer named Robert Le Sirec was sailing near Hook Island in Queensland, Australia. He was with his family and a friend when his wife spotted something unusual in the clear, shallow water below them. What they saw looked like a giant tadpole-shaped creature resting on the ocean floor. Le Sirec estimated it was about 30 feet long. The creature was mostly black, with brown stripes across its body. Le Sirec grabbed his camera and took several photos from the boat. The creature appeared to have a large head and a long body that tapered to a thin tail. He could see what looked like eyes on top of its head and a wound on its tail. Le Sirec and his friend even jumped into the water to get a closer look. As they approached, the creature opened its mouth. They quickly returned to the boat, and by the time they got there, the creature had moved away. When Le Sirec published these photos in 1965, they created worldwide attention. Marine biologists couldn't identify the creature. Some suggested it might be a giant eel or an unknown type of fish. Others believed Le Sirec had faked the photos using a plastic sheet weighted down with sand. Researchers pointed out that Le Sirec had previously talked about making money from a sea creature discovery. Still, no one has definitively proven what the photos show. The Hook Island Creature remains one of the ocean's strangest photographic mysteries. The Solway Spaceman. Jim Templeton was a firefighter from Carlisle, England. On May 23, 1964, he took his 5-year-old daughter Elizabeth to Burgh Marsh for a family outing. The weather was beautiful, and Templeton wanted to photograph his daughter in her new dress. He took 3 pictures of Elizabeth in similar poses. When Templeton got the film developed, he was shocked by the middle photograph. Behind his daughter stood a tall figure wearing what looked like a white spacesuit and helmet. Templeton insisted no one else was in the marsh that day except a couple of elderly women sitting in a car far away. He took the photo to the police, who confirmed it appeared genuine. He also sent it to Kodak, who examined it thoroughly. Kodak experts found no evidence of tampering or double exposure. Shortly after the photo became public, Templeton received strange visitors. 2 men claiming to work for the government arrived at his home. They refused to show identification and referred to each other only as numbers. They asked Templeton to take them to the location where he took the photo. When Templeton repeated that he saw no one there that day, the men became angry and drove away, leaving him to walk home. Years later, researchers proposed that the figure might be Templeton's wife, Annie, who was present that day. They suggested she walked into the background of the shot, and the camera's exposure settings turned her light blue dress completely white. However, the figure's shape and position remained difficult to match with a normal person standing in the background. More than 60 years later, the Solway Spaceman continues to puzzle people. The Hessdalen Lights. In the Hessdalen Valley in Norway, something strange started happening in 1981. Residents began seeing mysterious lights in the sky above their small village. These weren't like the northern lights. They were bright orbs and shapes that appeared both day and night. At the peak of activity, people reported seeing these lights 20 times per week. The lights behaved in unusual ways. Sometimes they moved incredibly fast. Other times they hovered completely still in one spot. They changed colors from white to yellow to red. Some lasted only seconds, while others remained visible for over an hour. Witnesses photographed the lights extensively, and radar equipment detected them as well. In 1983, scientists established Project Hessdalen to study these lights. Researchers from universities installed cameras, radar systems, and various measurement equipment in the valley. They have been monitoring the phenomena for over 40 years. The project has captured thousands of photographs and recorded detailed scientific data, yet they still cannot fully explain what causes these lights. Scientists have proposed several theories. Some believe the lights result from piezoelectricity in the valley's rocks, creating electrical charges in the atmosphere. Others suggest they might be caused by unique minerals reacting with atmospheric conditions. However, none of these explanations account for all the behaviors witnesses have observed. The Hessdalen lights continue to appear today, though less frequently than in the 1980s. The White Lady of Worstead Church. In August 1975, Diane Berthelot was vacationing in Norfolk, England with her husband Peter and their 12-year-old son. The family decided to escape the summer heat by visiting Worstead Church. Diane had been feeling ill for some time and was taking medication for an infection. While Peter and their son walked around taking photographs, Diane sat on a church bench and prayed. Peter took a photo of his wife sitting alone in prayer. When they developed the film several months later, they noticed something extraordinary. Behind Diane sat a white glowing figure that appeared to be wearing old-fashioned clothing and a bonnet. The figure had not been visible when Peter took the photo, and the family insisted they were completely alone in the church. The following year, the Berthelot returned to Worstead Church and showed the photograph to the local vicar. He told them about the White Lady, a spirit that had reportedly appeared in the church for over a century. According to legend, she was a healing presence. After learning about the White Lady, Diane realized her illness had improved since that day in 1975. For years, she felt a tingling sensation whenever she looked at the photograph. The church has since been converted into a pub, but the photograph remains one of the most convincing images of its kind. The Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona witnessed something extraordinary. Starting around 7:30 in the evening, reports flooded in about unusual lights in the sky. Witnesses described seeing a massive V-shaped formation of lights moving silently across the sky from Nevada through Phoenix and down to Tucson. The formation was enormous, with some witnesses estimating it to be over a mile wide. People from all walks of life saw the lights. Police officers, pilots, families, and even the governor of Arizona reported seeing the phenomenon. Many witnesses described seeing a solid structure behind the lights, like something was blocking out the stars. The lights moved slowly and made no sound whatsoever. The U.S. Air Force later explained that the lights were flares dropped by A-10 aircraft during a training exercise. However, many witnesses rejected this explanation. They pointed out that the formation moved in a deliberate pattern, unlike falling flares. Actor Kurt Russell, who is also a private pilot, was flying into Phoenix that night. He reported the lights to air traffic control, but received no explanation. Despite official explanations, the Phoenix Lights remain one of the largest mass sightings in history. The Black Knight Satellite. In 1998, during a space shuttle mission, astronauts photographed a dark object floating in Earth's orbit. The object appeared to be irregularly shaped and tumbling slowly through space. When NASA released the image, it sparked immediate debate. Researchers noted that no country had claimed ownership of this object. The object became known as the Black Knight Satellite. Some researchers claimed this object had been observed in orbit for much longer, possibly decades. NASA eventually stated that the object was most likely a thermal blanket that came loose during a spacewalk. This explanation satisfied many people, but questions remained. The mystery continues because no one retrieved the object for examination. The Extra Hand. In 2013, a Reddit user posted a family photo showing 4 young boys, each making different hand gestures, but something in the image caught everyone's attention. Between 2 of the boys on the right side, there was clearly a hand giving a thumbs up. This hand did not belong to any of the 4 boys in the photo. The poster examined the photo carefully and couldn't identify where the extra hand came from. The hand appeared solid and real, not like a shadow or trick of light. Internet researchers analyzed the photo extensively. They looked for evidence of photo manipulation, but found none that was obvious. The poster insisted the photo was genuine and taken with an ordinary camera. This simple family photo became one of the internet's most discussed mysteries. These 8 photos continue to challenge our understanding. Scientists have studied them, experts have examined them, skeptics have questioned them, yet each one still holds mysteries that remain unsolved. Whether they show unknown creatures, unexplained visitors, or natural phenomena we don't yet understand, these images remind us that some questions still wait for answers.